Hey guys, Jamie from Chef Dine. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to show you a Persian lamb stew with prunes and almonds. Okay guys, so the first job is to put the lamb through the spice mix. So I've got a kilo of lamb here that I'm just going to dust with Persian spices. But you can make your own up really easily. It's just cumin, black pepper and turmeric, and you can add some paprika if you want. So I'm just going to put in a couple of, it's probably 1.5 tablespoons, just to coat the lamb, and then that's a kilo there, so we can just coat that and leave it on the side. So you can do this ahead of time, and obviously the spices will penetrate the meat and then you'll get a deeper flavour. But for this purpose we're just going to jump straight in. So I'm going to do it in 2 pans to make the process a bit quicker. So this is the pan that's going to go in the oven. So the first thing is oil. And then straight in with your onions. These can cook down really slowly. So I want to colour the lamb to make it dark on the outside, and then that caramelisation on the outside will then, when it stews, will create a deeper flavour, and you'll just get a much better flavour at the end, rather than doing everything really slow in this pan, because then it will be like a stewed flavour rather than a fried, and it will actually be quite different at the end. So keep those onions on the low heat, and then lamb on the high heat. So once the onions begin to soften, here I've got a teaspoon of minced garlic and 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. So they can go straight in, and then just carry on cooking them down. And then once that's slightly soft, you can start frying off your lamb. So just do it in small batches. If you do it in too big a batch, the pan will cool down and then you won't get that colour. So just in small batches. Okay, so once you've got a decent amount of colour, so you've got the darker brown there, then you can just add it into with your onions. So that can go in. You can keep the oil in the pan. The next batch. So once you've cooked all your lamb in batches and added it to the onions, then you can just throw in, I've got 1 can of diced tomatoes, and then we can add an equal amount of chicken stock. So it's like the same amount. Some diced prunes, cinnamon stick, some thyme. Just pull the leaves off, don't use the stems, because when the stems cook down they make your stew go a bit bitter. So this one is actually quite sweet because of the prunes. So just peel those, and then there's a couple of bay leaves and some almonds. And once everything's in, just I've got a couple of carrots that I've chopped up. Leave them quite chunky, because this is going to go into the oven for about an hour. So if they're too small, they're just going to go really soft and almost be non-existent by the time it's cooked. So just add those, push them under. Lid on, and then straight into the oven, and after an hour we'll have a look and see how it's coming. Okay, so just to check if it's cooked, well, you just want it to be really soft, so like falling apart, which this is, and then just give the vegetables a check, and they're really soft. So just to finish this one off, I'm going to throw in some chopped coriander, just a handful of flaked almonds to go on top. So the almonds that went in previously will be soft and almost like thickening the sauce. So just fold that in, and then You can serve this with sumac potatoes or a buttery mash, or even over rice. So whatever takes your fancy. And there we go. That's a cracking Persian lamb stew that's perfect for a winter's evening.